New charges tonight in that Ferguson protest that left Officer Brown fighting for his life. This man, Torrin Taylor, now charged for attempting to grab an officer's gun that night. First Alert 4 Chief Investigator Lauren Traeger breaking down what we know.
Taylor, who lives in University City, is now behind bars in St. Louis County. He's accused of damaging property at Ferguson PD and for attempting to take an officer's service weapon. These documents were, until just this afternoon, under seal. Charging documents say Taylor grabbed onto an officer's service weapon and attempted to pull the gun out of the officer's holster. With lots of video of the evening being released so far, video of the incident has not. After his arrest, though, police say Taylor was inside an interview room at the department when he rammed his head into the wall twice, damaging it. Taylor is currently on probation for interfering and resisting arrest during protests in Florissant in 2020. Meanwhile, Elijah Gant is charged with the actual assault on Officer Travis Brown. Police say Gant ran into Brown without stopping or attempting to change direction. Brown fell and his head hit the ground. He is severely injured. In all, 7 people are now charged for their parts in the events in Ferguson, including shaking and breaking the fence, something County Executive Sam Page today condemned.
We won't accept violence, and a situation like this is really unacceptable.
Taylor is being held on a $25,000 bond. Gantz is $500,000. An attorney for defendant Keith Rose has disputed the allegations against him. Certainly a lot of moving parts on this and a case that is continuing to develop, and we'll continue to follow it. I'm Lauren Traeger, First Alert 4 Investigates.